Alright, and we're back. Some more King's Field. This is the third time I'm doing this section, because the first one was a crash, the second one was a really dumb death that I was embarrassed by. So this is my third time going through this area. It's fantastic, and there's the sound just taking a giant shit. So we can kill these guys, and we get one of the greatest items in the game, arrow for the bow. I just love how superficial it is. Anyways, this section we're going to be taking on a dungeon, and we're going to be getting a key that lets us access... Jesus Christ. Yeah, Jesus. Yeah, he's in this game. It's going to let us do a lot of stuff. It's going to open up quite a bit of the game for us after this. So, if you're still like, this game looks kind of weird, not my cup of tea, I'd say hold out. Because this is where the game starts to really take off. Because A, we're starting to get more durable, we're starting to be able to wander around more, so there's a lot of stuff that actually does get better. I'm not really a huge fan of games that take a long time to do, but when you know where you're going in this game, it's not that bad. And also, new music. I love that. It's so cool. So we're also going to get the bow in this episode, because I've picked it up twice so far, because of, dying. If you're curious, I drop a save state at the beginning of every session, in case something horrible goes wrong. And I know you're probably like, what a scrub. Trust me, you don't want to do... If you're recording a YouTube series, you want to... I always go and play the game twice, so I know what I'm doing, unless I've already played it recently and I played it a few times before. So like this game I beat before I played it. Like, I finished this game like 8 times, right? So it's not a big deal for me, but I played it recently so I could make sure I know what I was doing. So I know where the really dumb horse shit that's gonna knock my time, like playing it, like to the fucking double digits is gonna be at. I don't want to deal with that. So, anyways, this chest has got a phantom rod. These let you see through illusory walls, I'm pretty sure. I believe that's what they do. I'm not really 100% sure on that one. I mainly just sell them because they're not really necessary in my mind. So you can keep them and look around if you want to, but I just don't need to. I'm just that great. So, oh god. This is where you get the bow. This is the third time I picked up the bow in this session. I'm not really a huge fan of doing this area very much more. It's always really quickly into the game, too, so it's not a huge time loss, but it's like, I just don't want to keep doing it. Anyways, I can kind of remember some of the things I was saying before I died each time. But, well, actually, the first one was a crash. My nail got stuck underneath the select button, and then it touched like the home button on this controller, and it caused the whole fucking thing to go and then it just completely killed me, and that was fun. Then the other one was because an enemy came up behind me somehow and one-shot me because it stuck to me and something else hit me at the same time, and I was like, yeah, that's bullshit, I'm sorry, I don't roll like that. I'm the kind of person when I play a game, you gotta remember, I used to be an art student and a drama student, so for me, I'm a perfectionist by nature, and I'm also a writer, so whenever I do something, I want it to be perfect, and I don't want to have any deaths in this game. The giant squid one in the beginning, that was to demonstrate don't go towards that thing, I'm not just playing around. That's a joke death, okay? I obviously knew that that thing would kill me. But this area in general is pretty damn useful. We're actually going to go back here. Did I already go down here and pick up the goodie? Oh, I think I did. I've done this 3 times now, so I'm a little done doing it. And I've also made the same joke 3 times, but why does everybody look like they're jacking off in this game? Now you're going to see it and never unsee it. So this is the next town we have to go through. And I will say one thing. I think King's Field 2 does towns a lot better. They're just a lot more fun. They feel more organic. They have a lot more detail. And I really do like King's Field 2. I have pretty good opinions about it. King's Field 4, not so much. It's a little too slow. But anyways, we can go into the Termites nest. And a little bit apropos on the sign, but whatever. So we're gonna be in a termite's nest. I wonder what the final boss is gonna be. Well, clearly it's gonna be Mahatma Gandhi, obviously, but that's just my opinion. This area is pretty damn dangerous. I died very quickly a minute ago because I got stun-locked. Also because enemies in this game, when they fall, they don't make any sounds. So if something falls behind you in this game, you're not gonna hear it, and it's gonna fucking wombo combo your ass, because this game is frustratingly hard. So you'll notice I put my star key in the guidepost over there. And that's because there's two ways out of this area. One, you can teleport, or you can go out the long way. The long way, I don't like doing. Also, I might just get one of the items in here just to do it. Oh shit, I don't want to go this way yet. That's because, personally, I just rather... Okay, you see what I mean? This is how I died in the last session. Well, last third take of this session, I guess. Because enemies just fall on you and you can't hear them, so it's really frustrating. This is also a good place to farm gold if you're into that sort of thing and strength, but I'm a man. I don't need to farm. I grew up in a 90-acre hay farm, okay? I don't need to farm any more than I already do. I play RuneScape, for God's sake. I don't need to farm anything else. I have 99 farming in RuneScape if you're curious. That was my first 99 on that character. Anyways, this area is pretty important though, because if you don't do this, we can't advance the game. Because this section requires to, like, find the kid. If you don't find the kid, you can't finish the game. Well, we do find the kid, but you fight the boss to find the kid, if that makes any sense. So this is 100% a required dungeon. This is not like in your Legends of Zeldas where you're like, oh, it's a dungeon, I get it. No, fuck though, those games suck. I'm sorry. You're just jaded and crazy if you think those games are still that good. You played Ocarina of Time in recent times? I don't think you have. So, this is the Truth Stone we just picked up, or sorry, Truth Glass. This is actually a description item. It's not necessary, so I'm gonna sell it. There's actually two in this whole game. There's one in this dungeon, and then there's one in, I want to say it's a chest in like a hidden wall later on. It's not really important, but that yellow tree back there, I've already explained this, so it's why I'm like a little burned out of talking about it. But that's actually used for growing dragon crystals. If you wait, I don't know how long it is because there's so little information in this game in general, but if you wait, there's actually a dragon crystal will grow. I think there's 4. I feel I'm right in saying there's 4 or 5 of those trees in the game. I don't really find them that useful, but it's cool to find because you're like, what the fuck does this do? And then you notice they actually grow something. There's a few things related to time in this game. Now, don't go in that hole. Not just yet, at least, because if you don't have magic... I do have magic, like, items with me, but I'm not really going to use it right now. So, Jesus. This part's not that hard, it's just easy to get fucking stun-locked. Jesus Christ. I'm trying not to, like, die, and I'm also... This is the farthest I've gotten this session, so I'm a little bit nervous. Anyways, you can go back to the... Oh, sorry, time. That's what I was talking about. Time is an illusion, and so are pants. Basically, there's a few things in the game that have time. There's the dragon crystals, figure of Seath, and there's also the dark sword. Now, I'm gonna spoil this right now. If I don't get the dark sword, like, to spawn, I'm not gonna go for it. I'm just gonna keep playing the game. Because I did that last session, I've done it before as well. If I don't get it, it's not that big of a deal. Now you're probably like, why are you healing so much? After I just got backstabbed like fucking some shitty-ass PvP game of Dark Souls 1, okay? After you do your bow because you're proper, right? I really don't like to have my health a little low right now. So there is this. This is the smart way out. which also has a rhombus key in it. Now, I'm probably gonna do that next time I go through here, but we'll talk about it when we get there, won't we? So that hole I told you not to go down, which you should stay down, or sorry, stay away from because I'm your dad and I'm telling you what to do, that is kind of important, but not entirely important. I like that. They can be attacked by bows. Take good aim. That's also a strange hint that you should probably use the bow to kill the boss in this area, which is a great piece of advice, considering it's the only way I've ever done it. You can probably use magic, but we're going to be using the bow. I haven't even fucking bothered with magic yet, but there's a good reason for that. It's because I don't have any magic recovery yet. Yeah, there's that fucking trap hole. Yeah, fuck you, go down there. See what I care. Think about what you've done. I want to just get this dungeon over with quickly. That's all I'm trying to do. I think we should be fine, and we can fight the boss, but I want to go down here just for a minute. Yeah, you think about what you've done? Good. So, oh god, the music's fucking up. Oh, you see when the game has that little hiccup like that because it's using the emulator to, like, fucking run the game on, like, hardware. Or sorry, software. I get so paranoid because I don't want it to like skip ahead like a few frames and then I just get stun locked. It's really fucking scary. So there should be one more item in this area because I don't want to go through this again. This is, I think... What the fuck? Oh. I was like, did I just teleport through the floor somehow? Okay, whatever. I know there's a fucking... Oh, Jesus. See, like that. That's what scares me. Ugh. I could have swore to God there was a crystal in here, or a secret door. Oh well, it's not that important, I guess. Let's go ahead and fight the termite mom. She's an easy boss. She's actually a really easy boss, it's just the environment is just awful. It's pretty much like Royal Rat Vanguard from Dark Souls 2. It's not a hard fight, it's the beginning of it where there's fucking extra enemies that makes it really annoying. So I want to not have these guys alive, because if they follow me in there, it's going to be a really bad time. So also we can't interact with any of the NPCs in that town yet, because they won't talk to you until this whole situation's dealt with. Which is really lazy in my mind. You know, if a mom loses her kid in Wal-Mart, do we just close down Wal-Mart until the mom finds her kid because she's a bad parent? No, we move on. We keep going. Okay, that's just what you do, alright? So, I don't know, that's just my rant over. I think it's kind of an understandable thing, but I wish they just let you keep going with the game. That's just a personal gripe with this game. That's not an invitation to say, I think it's great design. It's in the middle, it's just what it is. You gotta lock the player somehow, otherwise the player is just gonna break the game, so it's totally fine by me. I like how this is like a thing with this whole series, is you can just kind of break the game if you know what you're doing. I like games that do that though, because if it's designed properly, it's fun. Okay, so first things first, let's go ahead and use our moonstone, and that will give us our magic back in case we need to use it. I don't know how many arrows I have. 39? Okay. Sorry, arrow for the bows. That's what I have. And do I have full health? I'm gonna use one heal. And let's go ahead and get our bow on, baby. Okay, this is actually a really cool bow, all things considered. It sounds like a toy bow, for fucking sure, but... Oh my god. This one-shots these bastards? Oh my god. So you can also farm these guys if you really want to be a scrub, but I'm not a scrub, okay? I finished Dark Souls without using the fucking Drake sword, okay? That's how you know you're a real man. I mean, Drake sword is a good weapon, it's just it scales really badly. I've played a shitload of Dark Souls if you couldn't tell. Come on. I don't want to get stun locked here. That's the problem I'm afraid of. Okay, she's dead. That was very underwhelming, I'm pretty sure, but you know what? The game says, hey, use the bow. I'm using the fucking bow, man. Okay. And I'll kill these guys off. See, these guys will infinitely spawn until she dies. So I want to make sure, like I said, you can farm gold if you want to, but I don't need to. I'm a real man. So we can, I think this is stone, the actual spell, I'm pretty sure. Which is pretty good, all things considered. It's probably not as good as Wind Cutter, but you know what? I think it's cool. I actually think if I do have it, I'll show it off. Oh, I do! Cool! I love this spell. It's fucking cool. Watch this shit. You just fucking shoot a rock out of your face. Yeah, I'm that entertained, I know. Anyways, let's go ahead and put Wind Cutter back on. I just really love that spell. I don't know why. It's great. So let's talk to Kid McGee here. Thanks, pal. Hey, we're not pals. They tried to eat me. I couldn't leave because that big guy was blocking my way. Thanks, buddy. Why is there a comma after thanks but not after thanks in that sentence? Because that's the same, you know what I mean. I will give you the key that I found on the beach. You can use it to find great treasure. Oh. So yeah, we get the pirate's key. Oh boy. Now, let's go ahead and use our Stargate. SG-1, baby. Okay. That is a successful dungeon clear. I'm very happy with that, all things considered. So now let's go back down in the dungeon. If this kills me, I'm not going to be angry, but I also won't be surprised. I think I should have enough health to do this. So remember how I told you don't go down that hole? Like your parents tell you not to jump off a bridge and you do it anyways? And then you find out later on because your girlfriend at the time tells them? Yeah, that was a thing that actually happened. I'm not kidding, that's real. So we can get a water crystal doing this. And also these fish, I think one of them drops for dice? Am I right in saying that? Oh no, I'm thinking of something else. That's actually just that's a crossbow bolt. I'm not going to be using the crossbow. In this game it's called an arbalest. But, yeah, there's another area where you can use, you kill these fish and you actually can get a verdite from it. So, yep, like I said, if you don't have a teleport ready, you are stuck in this fucking room. It's not a good time. And let's go ahead and use our water crystal. Wabam! Fucking magic learned. Told you. I know what I'm doing. I know this game. I made this game, clearly. It's pretty bad. That's how you know I made it. This is not a bad game, it's just very awkward to some people, I'm sure. To me, it's fine. That's the problem. I know it's weird that I like this game, but it's very enjoyable, to me at least. So now we can actually access this town properly. We can go over here. So there's a fountain over here. I'm not really too worried about the other stuff, but I'll show this off a little bit. So up here, now I mentioned time earlier. If I don't open this door, don't be shocked. There's special items behind these Seath doors. Oh, here's the chick that I think I mentioned. So she actually tells you, welcome, Alexander. You must seek the truth. I will tell you what Seath and Gyra have created. So you can actually look at items and she tells you what they are. What does the Phantom Rod do? I'm actually curious. This rod illuminates, yeah, that's what I thought. It's a... Also, she is random. She will be here sometimes and sometimes not. You can enter and exit the area and she'll just show up or not. I think we can use... No. I think it's the Magician Key that she can, sorry, that will open up. But yeah, if you want her to spawn, it's like, let's say she's not here for some crazy reason, you can go back up here. I don't think you have to hit that, but then you can go back down, and she should be there. I don't know, it's not really important, honestly. So here's the mom and her kid. I like how she's like, don't listen to him, yeah. Don't believe anything he says, he's just a child. I like that. I like that a lot. My mom was so mad at me that she told me that I couldn't go out. I was gonna go see Gigi and tell her about my adventure. No, you stay away from Gigi Allen, he's a problem. Anyways. What is this one? I can't... Dalf Weiss. This guy's dead, so we're just gonna go in his house and take his shit. He doesn't need it, obviously. I'm trying to think of what else is in this area. So we can go down there, but it's really fucking dangerous. You can also get a crescent axe at the end of that, but I'm not really too worried about that right this second. So there's also this guy, who will actually be very useful. I can make you something really valuable if you have crystals, so we can actually make more crystal flasks and arrows if you really want to. I'm not worried about the arrows, I just want the crystal flask, because you need these to actually beat the game. So, let's see, how many do I have? 1 filled, wow. And no, I'm not going to be doing this every single time. I'll show you guys a much faster way to do this later. And 1 more. I'm not really bothered if I don't fill this one, but just to be safe. Okay, and there's 1 more merchant that we can talk to in here as well. He is a tiny dude. Well, no, he's not in here. This is why I say I don't like the towns, because these areas are just a pain in the ass. Here he is. So, come on. Yeah, scrap your beard. Okay, so we can go ahead and buy a couple of goodies off of him if we really want to. Let's go ahead and rebuy some herbs, because I do not want to fuck up, like, at all. How many more? The reason I'm doing this is because I just don't care about doing the math at all, period. I'm sorry to tell you that I'm not good at math. I'm good at everything but math. So, actually, no, I want to sell things to you. You need to take some more money. I don't need Phantom Rod. And I don't need Crystal Shard. And I don't need Truth Glass. So, boom. We just made a shitload of more money. We got our stuff restocked. I like this guy's response after a while. Necron is a nice guy. I just like that line. That has always stuck with me all these years. It's just, he's a nice guy. His name is fucking Necron, dude. How kind can that guy really be? I don't... Oh, excuse me. I don't know what you're thinking, man, but it's not the right thing. Ugh. So, cool. We can go down to the castle area, but I'm a little bit worried about that right now. I just don't think it's a good idea, personally. So we're gonna go to an area and then call it a session. So, at this point in the game, you have 2 options. We can do the beginning of the castle section, or we can go back to the beach, or do both, obviously, which I'm going to do. So, and the reason I'm going there is so you guys can see that you need to remember the map layout. It's not that complicated once you play the game enough times, but at the same time, it's probably better to know it. So, you know, how much gold do we have? 8K? You know, I have an idea. I normally don't do this. Oh, don't you be aggressive towards me. I'm not gonna take that shit, okay? I'm gonna actually buy that silver key, because I never buy it. Then again, I'm not really worried about it. I will duplicate some more keys while I'm here, though, because it's probably a good idea. You also notice I don't really care when I level up, because this game is fairly linear with leveling. It's not that big of a deal. This is the only thing I hate, too, is I don't remember if the key cellar is up here or the other area. If I could complain, it's a pretty valid complaint, I feel. Because I don't know. You know what? Fuck it, we'll buy the key. I see no reason not to. No, this isn't the right area. I know we get the Magician's Key for a fact. I know that. Because I know where that's at. But the silver key and the gold key, I don't think I know where those are at. I don't feel bad at admitting that either, because this is the problem with this game. A lot of it's very samey and very repetitive. And I do like how I don't know where everything's at, but at the same time, I prefer to, you know, be safe. Let's go ahead and buy the silver key. I don't feel like that's a problem. How many of these should I make? Let's say 6? I'm not worried about spending money. I just want to make sure I have enough. Yeah, that's probably fine. Okay, so we have 20 rhombus keys, and we bought that silver key, which I think opens up the chest that's over here in this area. So, one thing I think Kingsfield 2 does better is the keys that require, the chests that require special keys actually have chests that correlate to what they look like. which I think is a very cool... Oh, fuck you, man. That's bullshit. I just spent 1,000 gold to open up a fucking... Oh, that's... Fuck you, man. Anyways, I like that you can actually tell which keys open up which thing. That is a lot better. That is a wonderful quality of life change. So, I'm excited to play through Kingsfield 2. I haven't played it in a long time, so... Obviously, you know, I'll do that on my own time, but I'm looking forward to it, you know? I like that feeling. I like this sort of a game. I like this series. It makes me happy. So, I hope that you can tell it makes me happy, too. You can tell I'm enjoying a game, I'd hope, because I have very specific, like, taste. I'm like, haha, this game makes me feel good in all the right ways. Oh boy, I am worried shitless for this next part, though, because it is very fucking dangerous, but you know what? I like to live on the danger's edge, so we'll call it here for a session, and I'll see you guys in the next one. The music's kind of crunchy.